All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey, we got four. We got four down. Four down. Shoot.
On first down, Peyton. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick up the ball. Hey, 31. Check 6 guys. Alert flare. Flare. No.
They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it. That continuity is there, and you can backers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check. Lucky. Bang.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Everyone's got 4.
Now a give, right side. Peyton, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Watson on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 54. Undercrunch. Kill. What's the eye?
On first down, Peyton takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 50. Check 26.
They run the counter. Peyton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Watch the whip. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust covered. The defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 59! Shoot! Watch the shoot! 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 Under 10! Under 10!
They'll try a toss here with Sayers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set! 19! I got you, boy. Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down, 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught here by Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set! 19! Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check 24! Check 24! Check 37!
They'll run on first down. Peyton. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the out, watch the out. Watch out, watch out. Kill. Check nickel. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Mike 55. Hey, E. Exit. Check. Check. 55. Oh, trot. Mike 55.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Check, check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time unwrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seattle.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 2nd and 1, Watson. They set up the screen to Peyton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 13. Check 13. Jim. Alert. Check. Showing it. Tight dog. Hey, alert. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
He was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
Reset. 19. Check. Down and go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 42 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
On the ready. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Shit.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
On first down, Peyton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
To throw on third down, Watson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
Check nine. Kill. You go tight. You got tight. You got out.
On third down, Peyton. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A final shot before the break, Watson. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Offense, they're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the...
And he coughed it up. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
No. Hey, alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Small. No. Check. Lucky.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
49. 49's the mic. Watch the run. They're running.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Watch the eye. Check 50. Check 50.
And to give this time to the tailback. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
Get set. 19. Watch the screen. Pass. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift. At 31. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's Watson on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch out.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Vick now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vick. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Slam.
On first down, Peyton. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, room here to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Peyton. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with Coach?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you huddle him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Jim.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Type in your 9. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 4. Check 31. Check 31.
On 2nd down now, Peyton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
One set. 19. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check 3. Check your hot read. Watch it. He's got 31. We got double up. Check. Crunch. 9. Crunch. Check. Trying to go.
They run with Sayers. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike, 49. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that.
Now here's Vic. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure you get...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You can't stop me.
Vic now from the 50. And he's going to go down again. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
49. Here we go, here we go. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Vic to throw on 4th down. Looking deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 54. Joker, 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 Joker. Switch. Check out.
On 1st down, Peyton. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's got to be our 9. 9, let's go. 31's the mic. 24. Switch gears. Tighten up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Kill.
On 3rd down, Peyton, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. 1st down, Vick. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Vick going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Big stop, let's go. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
From the red zone now, Vick. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
49's the Mike. Watch 49. Got one. I got one.
To throw again. Vick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Vick. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. On 4th down, Vick. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshake. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? all day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Texans, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.